Now, a bone-dry desert is probably the last place you'd expect to find people in wetsuits, but in Afghanistan that's exactly where a team of 21 military engineer divers do their training, as Rob Olver reports.
Yes, it is Afghanistan. Yes, it is one of the driest places on earth. And yes, these soldiers really are wearing diving suits. They also have a 70,000-litre water tank to train in.
Well, on a day like today, when the temperature is at 42 degrees in the shade, a pool like this looks very inviting, but this is no leisure facility, and perhaps why its exact location is a closely guarded secret.
Basically, Trev, I want you two to do your trouble drills together. Then after that, I want you to be the first casualty so Clive can come down and rescue you.
Every 2 weeks, Marine and Royal Engineer divers from across Helmand come to the 3-metre deep pool. The aim to practice underwater some of the manual work they do on land.
If you don't get to dive out here, you don't remain in date. So we're quite lucky, to be honest. We've got this tank to keep in date.
Afghanistan being a landlocked country, it doesn't exclude the fact that there are rivers and canals and lakes. We'll basically dive anywhere that there's water, be it a foot deep or 50 foot deep.
There are always 4 divers on standby, the job to find lost equipment and sometimes bodies. The last call out a fortnight ago followed a blast that threw an Afghan army vehicle into a canal.
Obviously, being in an IED blast, we didn't know what shape the personnel were going to be in, so you do have to ready yourself.
They say a dark sense of humour binds them, but diving is not the engineers' main job. They have other responsibilities as officers, NCOs or privates. But as divers, they're equals on first-name terms and answerable only to a supervisor, many of them normally outrank.
Dare I say it, just a mere sergeant. However, there are WO2s, captains, staffies on the team as well.
How do you feel about that?
It's actually quite good to get your own back on them sometimes, yes.
The diving supervisor is the diving supervisor when he's on the site. He's in charge of the site. When we go back to our normal day jobs, I'm back to being the quartermaster.
In the 4 months Task Force Helmand's current contingent of divers have been in Afghanistan, they've been called out only once. It's a record they're happy to keep. Rob Olver, Forces News, Camp Bastion.